is looking at the runes here. No surprises, has gone for the second winds as well as the name escapes me, but it gives you more healing, which Zach, you're always going to make very, very efficient use of. And the reason why Zach, I think, is a really exciting prospect to see is outside of the charm, it's relatively hard for Nongshim to actually cancel the elastic slingshot, which has an incredible amount of backline threat, especially for relatively immobile characters.
Holy Guma.
Of Nongshim,
just dunking on the dash.
With the amount of ability that Zach had, can be really hard to stay away from. But also because between his W and Demonic Embrace second, which we have seen a lot of Zachs go for, because it is an incredibly efficient item, the amount of damage that he does, even to...
The Ashe support's gonna lose lane. Here comes the flash.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Between our two supports. Very aggressive moves. Gumayusi able to speed himself up with that W.
Ashe support! Ashe support! I'm useful! Look at me!
Very dangerous. And
will we win?
If he can do this,
no, we won't.
Really
I'm an Ashe. Look out! I am the Ashe support.
In the area, and is now looking to slink around.
I think he might
flash shot.
He's going to flash over the wall.
He might even Vault Breaker. We'll see. As Dread does make it into the brush, he didn't flash. As Ona looking to dash forward, doesn't get the stun. As Carrier looking for a
bot lane diff.
I believe Vault Breaker just coming out, and Dread is going to make it to safety.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping. As Zeus, of course, has an incredible amount of sustain, and another cool reason.
Oh, Faker.
BDD in trouble here. Faker wanting to find a couple more autos, needs a second. BDD's going to flash preemptively. As okay, Dread
Diego
is
inbound.
Here, but
Flash Q.
Not going to be caught window.
Oh, damn! That was
Ona's still going to come through.
Holy fuck!
Faker still gets the assist.
That was quick as hell.
Oh, and this is looking like a very different game. As in case you missed it, it was Looper versus SKT Impact. The last time we saw the Zach top plate. So that's
Looper versus SKT Impact.
Yeah, I think it was. I didn't catch.
Holy fuck! That's the last time Zach versus Ornn was played in the LCK. Looper SKT Impact.
Let's see whether he can make it work this time around.
Wow, SKT Impact throwback.
Carrier
no flash. Carrier no flash. Carrier no flash. Carrier no flash.
Alright, there it is. The flash forward Carrier is real dead. He tries to bail himself out. Not going to be able to grab Gumayusi as well, but Snowflower able to get a bunch of extra autos, and Gumayushi's going to have to go back home.
Oh, Faker.
Going aggressive one more time.
You got some big fucking cojones, haven't you?
Here, as BDD just not allowed to lane. Faker took
guy's
that
getting
last
bodied.
Game absolutely personally.
Yeah. Did not enjoy it at all.
Okay.
Oh, what the fuck's happening in mid? Faker is blasting this guy. Dude, BDD is...
I mean,
he's bad.
It's over.
We've
This
seen
game's lost.
angry Faker before, but this is not what I was expecting this game.
Faker saw the truck outside when he took a break.
He
said, fuck this shit.
His laning, well, say that we have Chovy in this league as well, so it's not actually too shocking. BDD himself has been an expert in this specific scenario where you just kind of boom enemy laners, even though it feels like you shouldn't for the entirety of last year on Gen G, so no huge surprises there. And even with that bot side play working out due to the incredible amount of pressure that Faker has been able to generate in his 1v1, as we're also going to go back to the previous one. Yeah.
First he gets his flash,
just not
then he gets his head. Look how fast the owner is here. Look.
Skill shot doesn't go the way that go the way of Faker, and Faker sees one being thrown into the ether. He just goes in so hard. Love this bot lane play. Dread, of course, there are flashes, but it's a spectator, so sometimes you get some weird looking movement. Nicely done. Ideally, you did Guma, but I think any kill that you can take there is quite huge. As again, it's Q gets thrown, and Faker knows I can just go in here.
Holy!
Gonna have it. Not gonna have enough damage.
No flash available for BDD. And I think the bot side play was aimed for Carrier because he still didn't have his flash, so it was the easiest one. So Nongshim able to go over there and get that one. Ona here towards the bottom side. Nongshim still trying to play this one as aggressively as they can. As you can see, goes with a slight CS advantage. As Dread, he's going to rotate down. Don't believe Ona does have knowledge of Dread's whereabouts right here.
Yeah, he's not going to get bot crab. They can't play through bot as much as they'd want because they're losing the push.
Nongshim just catching waves underneath their turret for now. Still,
and Faker is clapping mid lane. He's 20 CS up. BDD will catch a wave, but...
Also going to have control of the river. So, Zeus getting some vision himself. And BDD, this is only going to get worse now that he's died twice. This lane basically does not exist for Nongshim anymore. And Faker really taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, it's horrible time.
Owner
also making use of the pressure that he has in bot and in mid.
Love you, see daddy.
Love you too, bro.
I really like the adaptation here from Connor.
You're conscious thanks to the 2 months.
Because one of the benefits
It's just a bot lane fist fight. Whoever gets the push wins.
Actually, a very action-packed early game of
let's go, man.
The Zac is that, of course, he's resourceless. So he's going to basically have infinite staying power against a champion like Ornn that just doesn't really reliably have the damage to keep him down. As long as he can pick up his blobs, he's going to be completely fine. So Tyr helps Kana stay in lane for a lot longer, mitigating some of the pressure that the Zac might
You're well, thanks to Prem.
As mentioned, Zeus, of course, going to go for W max here, one of the best trading skills that the Zac has available. He probably going to be maxed seconds as on jungle, like you're not really a champion until you get like 3 points in your E.
Yep.
And even
Now this Ashe support is triggering me every second that goes by.
Really be able to take down the enemy from your red buff. That's when you feel like you're truly Zacking.
Yeah, that's the level of Zac that we've come to.
I Zac and love Zac.
Of course, I think our most famous or most likely Zac picker was Cuz back in the day. Of course, him on Longzhu was definitely a Zac enthusiast back then. It's been a long time since we've even seen Zac in the jungle, to be perfectly honest. So really cool to see that Zeus is picking him up here. See how he does go right now. Very even as far as farm is concerned. Bit of a wet noodle fight, as I mean Zac basically.
A wet noodle.
Anyway,
He actually is. Yeah.
Kind of formless, so not exactly as tubular as a noodle is. However, it's still.
What's your definition of noodle?
Does fit.
It's also why it's so hard to make skins for him, because he's kind of just a blob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's either hard or really easy.
Yeah, they've already been done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
BDD, just taking way too much damage here. Is doing okay now. Does have his flashback available again, and Spirit Rush is going to allow him to stay a lot safer. But the damage has kind of been done over there, and we actually saw this yesterday. Kind of mitigated actually in the end by Live Sandbox, but Closer having a bad game on the Ahri, and you just fall into a trough, and it's really hard to get out.
For Herald,
without
I guess?
a bunch of assistance from the rest of your team. T1 with a bit of a rotation here towards the top side to try and get a whole bunch of plates. Nongshim
pretty good.
Here on
There was Herald top. Milky
we'll
on the tower.
A bit of a plate gank here from Dread. We'll see whether
I think Zeus can hold this actually.
Kana
should ult the wave top.
This is dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay, he's ulting the top wave, good.
Forward, Zeus is going to get spotted. There it is.
They can't dive him.
That just clears up basically the whole wave, and they only get 2.
Yeah, I mean, even if Zeus doesn't rotate there, right? Which beautiful display of map movement here from T1. Like you're not going to be able to get through the additional plate.
It's doomed for Nongshim.
People there. Works for the Fierce 3 plates.
I really want Azir to poke me with his spear so badly. Shut up.
That's wow.
That was close.
Great interrupt. But you're playing it to Herald as well, so
oh,
there
clap.
is really never a way. Nice counter by Kana. As oh boy.
Okay, well, Ghost is just going to get bounced on.
Holy Zac
Can
enjoyer.
he hop away, though, is the question. The answer is yes. So, doesn't use any summoner spells. Looks pretty cool there from Zeus, but isn't actually able to lock down the kill. But still, dissuades Ghost from staying in the lane.
Yeah, as Zeus
strike. That's going to come through there as he pulls him
towards
the
nice arrow.
minion, but,
Ashe is broken. Ashe is
down.
OP!
Faker can't TP.
He could, but he's not going to because I think he dies if he does that.
No, Faker can't TP. He doesn't have Unleashed Teleport.
I just want people to know that you can teleport to
right,
the Zac's blob.
Yeah, but he can't teleport because he doesn't have Unleashed Teleport.
You don't have Unleashed Teleport yet, so I guess you.
Oh yeah, you can't.
Never mind. Well, that was a.
He will be able
that was
to in a few
string
minutes.
of realizations, Atlas. Yep. Back to back to back. He will be soon.
Yeah. So yeah, pre-14 minutes, you definitely can't. However, you can.
Yes.
Once you have a real teleport available.
So next time that your Zac really pings your teleport after he dies because he made a mistake, now you know why.
Yeah. But that was not a great play from Zeus there. Getting a little bit ahead of himself, a little bit overly enthusiastic about his Zac pick, and will fall down. That does give a bit of breathing room over to Nongshim. They still have a gold deficit that they're dealing with, largely due to the fact that
Resident Sleeper.
the GOAT himself in the mid lane is playing very
well.
Faker.
Faker, playmaker. Holy.
Takeover is going to come through as once more Owner is just dashing underneath turrets here, finds another stab, transforms into
the bailout! Oh, close.
And will immediately get taken down. But still, it's a whole lot of kills going over to T1.
Snowflower is... I want to see him die. Just kill this Ashe, please.
Still alive.
Thank you.
Oh dear, the stretching
strike
going to come through once again. Snowflower in a bit of
trouble. Oh, where's the damage at Zeus?
Cheers, bro. He does flash W, and he is going to be taken down for his trouble. So, Canna breathes on him. That is going to be a 1-for-1 top laner for support.
And Zeus, who's been a paragon of consistency, just not having the greatest day today. Able to pick up the kill, sure, but not something that I think is really necessary as Ghost knows.
Oh, and the arrow connects as well.
Yeah, that's the main reason why there wasn't really any recourse. Because if the arrow doesn't connect, I think Zeus, in his mind, can just E out the moment he gets the cancel, but it's not going to be the case. Really nicely. This is just a great setup by Faker, combined with good ultimate from Carrier in a choke point.
Ooh, well, another arrow is going to connect here as the Ornhorn's also going to come down. It's so much CC onto Owner, who's just constantly in the air. What the hell was that? I want that replay because he was CC'd.
Or knock up, Vi knock up, Kalista knock up.
Is this game 2 again?
What the? Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, Owner wasn't allowed to play League of Legends.
Not particularly, no. Is Nongshim just going to find a mid-game spike again? Kind of mind-blowing.
I don't know, Chronicler. Are we still asleep, actually? Are we dreaming?
We could be. It's been 12 games and a POC state recording. And this is going to free, and presumably the next series will, so...
Yeah,
could be.
Well, there's a handshake. It's going to get an arrow out as Kerry is taking a lot of damage here. In goes Zeus, of course he does.
Down goes the Ashe support, of course.
The Ashe, of course. No
smiley face. So imagine a Nautilus there.
Kerry is still very, very low, though.
No, I want to play Ashe and farm DPM. That's okay.
Will not be able to mitigate the problem. So, 2,000 gold behind is Nongshim still.
Yeah, killed not going to Guma, crucially.
Dude, support mains, man. I think they can play the carry champs and farm DPM.
Absolutely huge. Unfortunately for Owner, he doesn't have his Heartbreak.
Holy shit.
As this,
how many knockups are there? What the fuck?
I mean, it's
that's
okay.
5 knockups.
If he had Heartbreaker, it wouldn't
it was
have worked.
Ornald, Orn E, Vi ult, Kalista ult. It was 4. Holy shit.
He did.
Knocked up 4 times.
He did. Really nice CC layer coming through here from the rest of T1. Obviously trying to get a kill for Guma. Not going to be able to do that, but as long as Guma stays alive, the cash out will come eventually, is the idea of T1. Zeus, despite all the
VIQ as well, knockback.
A relatively subpar amount of CS due to him being extremely proactive and also dying twice, still has a bounty, which...
Yeah, no, that is very strange.
That is interesting. Might be having a 5v5 here, Atlas.
Yeah, BDD waiting in the brush. Owner moving on over. Good little charm. Will connect, but he dashes out of the way of the Everfrost.
They will get the Herald, but will they get away?
Down, but can T1 find themselves a team fight is the question. The Herald is a rough prospect here for Nongshim, but Ornhorn does fly through. Arrow going to sail by majestically.
Yeah, Arrow missed. Now what does Ashe support do? Just has to run away.
Nongshim going to be denied the eye. There's in fact a rock that's put on top of it. Canna really wishing that a rock could claim the eye, but it unfortunately is unable to do so. And T1 is just going to make it so that the Rift Herald pretty much never happened.
Like watching me play bowling with this Ashe Arrow in that team fight. Fucking miss everything. Wrong lane, still miss.
Pick it up. Did it really happen? We will never know. As overall, T1 making sure that
it's like in Wii Sports when you're playing the bowling game and you actually let go of the trigger as you pull back, so it just falls behind you. Even though you could at least get 1 pin.
But yeah, we're going to be able to elastically slingshot as well as blast cone. And everything is going to be absolutely fine.
Isn't the slingshot always elastic? Wouldn't you need like a certain degree of elasticity for it to work?
I mean, it depends.
Look at my arrow!
Okay, that's an arrow.
I think it's a ground.
Faker's like, why? I guess maybe it saves the turret.
Why?
Why?
It's a very weird why, Atlas.
Sorry.
No, I'm not blaming you.
It did stop that turret from going down that wave.
Yeah.
It goes down the next wave, however, tempo or something. Insert buzzword here. Well, actually, no. BDD is able to walk up and actually...
Tempo is very relevant. How dare you? How dare you say that?
I mean, it is a bit of a caster buzzword. Okay, it has been in the past. We've fallen in love with tempo in the past. It is definitely a thing. Okay, we have to be self-aware, or at least try.
Trying to focus on the video game. Okay. I don't have time for no self-reflection.
All right.
Unbelievable.
We'll VOD review later, and I think maybe this whole game will have to be omitted. As T1 setting up for a Cloud Drake. It is a Cloud Soul, and I'm, of course, super psyched about that. Ghost is in base, so we're not fighting for
base.
it. And T1 will just secure
Why is Cathedral stun-locked? I'm not stun-locked.
Have themselves one Hextech
I'm not
Drake,
stun-locked.
and that means that we're not at Soul Point yet or anything like that for T1. And Gumyushi's still looking for that kill. Still wanting to get that
Papa
catch in.
Smithy? Yeah, Papa Smithy was a good caster.
T1 just going to follow this minion wave towards an inner turret, potentially. Arrow will connect onto Carrier.
Arrow!
Now BDD dashing forward, finds himself a charm, dashes to the side as well as Carrier. Might be able to throw out an ult.
Slam dunk that fucking Zac. Boom.
Battery. Zeus just right in amongst it, but there is the passive pop. Now you could tell.
Oh,
finds himself a great engage, but he's gone too far. And that is going to be the cash in.
Oh
and
my
a
god.
double kill for
How many coins did Guma just get?
All right, Nongshim.
How many coins? Show the gold, show the gold, show the gold.
T1 find themselves with an extra 2,000 or so gold on their Draven.
Yeah, 2,400. I don't know how much he had beforehand, but it wasn't that much. As a big cash in.
Just picks up a Dominic's and a crit cloak.
Making sure that Gumayushi just goes home and picks up Lord Dominic's right from the get-go into the amount of defensive itemization on enemy team. Very, very valuable. And we are really witnessing, I think despite Zeus's antics, a game that is so much more controlled from T1 in a response to what happened previously. Even though so much damage goes down, Carrier still has his flash available, so he doesn't actually end up going down.
Who is it that dies first? Is it Dread?
Crucially, the Berserk is so big. And
oh my god, he just one-shots Ahri.
Carrier's ultimate actually
holy fuck.
The,
that ult just murdered her.
Yeah.
And then
1135, baby.
Loses a lot of its claws.
Connor might die again, but he has splash. Nice, fine.
Looking for this Gromp here. We'll be able to collect it. Not walking towards that Tri-Brush that was very dangerous for a moment.
Hi Seagull, big fan from Uganda. And, I give you a goat when you visit and a chicken.
Picks up Lord Dominic's regard.
Oh, that's kind of you, man.
I think still going to go
that's really kind of you.
Collector for the next one. Ghost does have a couple of items, but as you
can
see,
I'm good though.
1,000 gold lead for the Draven, a 2,000 gold lead for
Can I ride the goat? Does that work? Like in WoW, can I use it as a mount?
And Nongshim.
Does that work? And does the chicken give any extra stats?
Of course, he's able to slink into his mist. He's not going to be seen.
Or is the chicken like a WoW chicken, where I can ride the chicken too?
Not going to give too much joy to Nongshim at this stage. Enchanted Crystal Arrow is
no,
available,
I'll just eat it.
And it's going to just shoot towards the chicken.
It says hello.
It does. Zeus is here. Makes himself known. Hello, Mr. Slingshot Man.
Guys, how are you writing D:? You guys eat chicken every day.
Elastic now.
Yeah,
we've had that conversation.
You've told me that I'm not allowed to say
it gives
that
good
anymore.
protein
That's
stats.
not what I meant.
Well,
you guys are probably snacking on a KFC right now.
Well, I didn't mean for you to take it that way. We need to talk about this.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
We can do that in the VOD review later. As
Zac!
okay, there's another one. And Stretch Armstrong will connect this time around. Fate's Call will at least allow Snowflower to get out of it. But
oh, did you guys just get edged?
A couple of defensive ultis now on cooldown. The Nongshim won't have in order to try and stop this Baron from falling. Kamushi in that mid lane does secure the minion wave. And now Snowflower able to get vision whenever he would like with the Hawkshot availability.
Yeah.
Arrow still being held on to here.
Two big ultimates down here for Nongshim. T1 going to try again.
Yep, looking for it. T1, BDD off to the side. Wanting to get that flank angle in there. Dread, of course. He can Vault Breaker in anytime he wants.
Dread!
Oh,
he got it.
They steal away the Baron and
oh my god, he got it.
Thanks very much. As Dread just gets pushed out
oh
to
my
safety.
god, he got it.
Break it down for me, Chronicler.
Well, if you flip, sometimes you lose. It's not that complicated.
He got it.
It's not that complicated, Atlas. There's a
officially got to silly.
There's a buy. You just flip the Baron because they don't have ults. That's fine. If you actually commit to the team fight.
Yo, Fahrenheit, thanks for the resub.
But they don't commit, so then your lead is not really... Yeah, your lead in terms of fighting doesn't exist.
바론들 넣어봐. 먹었다. 먹었어, 빼.
250.
먹었다.
So assume an early smite coming through. And the most hilarious part of this, no one dies.
Yeah.
They all make it out.
Yo, Flex, thanks for the rhyme. Well,
No.
Nongshim have got
I'm very
Nash.
confused about the goings on of this game.
Nothing else will really happen.
I will
I
just
don't
go back to
think they can
play-by-play
get
mode
top
though.
tier 2.
Rift Sculler.
Faker should cover
is going
top
to be
tier 2, I
playing.
think. Even if they're gonna get Drake for free.
Please, Atlas, don't leave
BDD
me.
continues the split push.
BDD should just carry on and just hit this top tier 2 then if no one's gonna show.
Looking for a possible arrow.
An arrow! Oh, nice flash by Carrier, actually. Really nice flash. I think he's one shot there if he doesn't cover it, if he doesn't flash it. So why are we not diving top here, Nongshim? They could have tried to threaten something top. They're not getting anything.
That's how we're doing it.
In that case.
I guess they can't really get anything.
So, with the Baron buff, I'm surprised to see Nongshim not try and go at least for a contest. Amount of priority they're able to get thanks to this Baron, of course, very, very big. Would really like to see them go for mid, but instead they're looking for a collapse here.
Well, they're going to get the double knock up here by accident.
Knock up onto 2 again.
One comes through from Canner. He does get thrown around as Let's Bounce
Holy
comes
shit,
through.
that Draven
Whirling
ult.
Death.
Where's the damage at?
Kill, but Owner is going to be able to pick
Faker.
that one up. Doesn't get the knock up onto BDD, who can now flash over. Looks for Faker, but he goes golden. Nongshim only with 4 members left alive as, okay, Fate's call is going to come through. That's going to tell
They don't
Snowflower
have
to stop
damage.
shooting his
Nongshim
teammates.
don't have that much damage. Like, look at this
Carrier
Ahri.
barely.
It's as useless as nipples on a man. Like, it's so fucking useless, this Ahri. No damage.
Against the Baron. It is only a 500 gold Baron power play as Snowflower's off towards the side.
Big arrow.
As Faker gets hit by yet another
Follow-up
arrow.
waiting room.
The T1
Anyone?
don't really care too much. There is no
Anyone?
follow-up potential. Does save the inner turret.
No. If Connor was alive, then could have gone for the TP onto that control ward. Not going to be the case here. And
Follow-up
T1,
waiting room.
they're
9-man stun.
really trying to push. Connor instead going to teleport towards the mid lane, trying to get... You really want this turret. At the very least, if you don't get the most gold out of this Baron, that's fine. It was a freebie. It was a just get one for free, a promo deal. But you definitely need to make sure that you actually start breaking down the objectives as...
Miss.
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
Good die, though.
very close to having his ulti available. Carrier is very, very dead. Just gonna have to stand
Carrier's
there.
a bit
You can see
tilted.
shaking the head in his player cam. Not the greatest positioning.
Holding on to mid, though. That's huge.
Yeah.
Baron now gone.
Area is a little
So
bit
they
tilted.
managed to stop that from being a problem. 2,000 gold is still
Why
the
doesn't
lead
he
here for
flash?
T1 as BDD looks for Gurmushin. Will be able to help.
Why doesn't he
Take down the
flash?
kill. Dread was in there as well, and Nongshim should now be able to.
What
take
is
this out of
happening?
turret mid lane.
Atlas.
Yes.
Are they... Is it happening? Are they doing it?
Well, I'm just really looking forward to seeing what Nongshim can get done in playoffs.
Well, let's not talk about that. As overall, we still see the fighting power that this T1 composition have in this moment right here, where they're able to really leverage both how far ahead Owner is as well as how incredibly tanky Zeus is going to get clipped there at the very end by the Ahri, but it doesn't really matter. He still has his passive available, so him going down is not the end of the world, especially with Faker coming in for a huge ultimate. And then if Carrier is able to actually hit this, unfortunately for him, incredibly slow-moving cloud, he might be fine. And then here, crucially, Snowflower finds a really nice backhand, so and then from this point onwards.
This game is so trucky.
That nothing that can be done about it.
Yeah, that's a very good word to
Really
describe it.
core
Trucky.
thing, 41, I think, looking at these.
But Guma should just... Oh, he doesn't have flash or what? No, it's a replay bug. He had flash, he could just flash the Ornald. Maybe he thought he was fine because he had cleanse, but then he got chain CC'd, so he couldn't flash. Understandable, but still.
If you commit to the fight, you need to like actually
Or an upgrade.
because extended fights against like Vi and
They're just gonna send it onto
Ari
Faker.
is really obnoxious.
BDD
with
has
the
recovered a
amount
lot
of
from
chase
getting that
they
shut
have,
down.
The amount of mobility that someone like Ghost will have as well, especially with an upgraded.
Another arrow.
Can we get some follow-up? Vi? Oh my god, that hostile takeover was a beautiful. Where the fuck's the team? Oh, my food's here. What the fuck?
The damage was so spread from Nongshim. Fate's Call comes out yet again. Dread's gonna have to flash. As without BDD, Nongshim not able to take the fight.
Oh, nice cancel on the Q, on the E there with his Q from Dread. Still has the flash, but what you see there is probably the most crown value that a crown has ever valued. Because,
Yep.
wow, Faker able to tank a lot because of that. And for Nongshim, the arrow is on a, well, he's not level 11 yet, so it might be like still be 40, 50 seconds, but it will be less very, very shortly. And when crown is up, just take the crown, because the amount of damage reduction is actually pretty substantial. Then a beautiful ultimate from Carriac keeps Faker safe, and then the immediate response comes through as Zeus locks down. Still, even with Dread finding cancel there, like Ghost has to use his ultimate, Dread has to use his flash. So overall, we're still seeing the fighting power. T1 is still has a lead in terms of gold.
What happened? What happened? Where was the follow-up? Where Faker was stunned, charmed, rooted. Stop spamming edge. There is no ads. I'm sure of it.
Into him is another one. He really likes hitting the popcorn chickens with those arrows. And I really like it from Snowplow, just throwing them forward.
Oh, Faker!
Speaking of going forward, Faker. Emperor's Divide onto Ghost. The setup is going to be there, but he just takes down the Azir. Eventually, he will be taken out, but it's a 1-for-1 in the end, and the flash out has to come through from Zeus. Ona still trying to walk up, though, wanting even more. He's taking the form of the Callista as BDD is flashing on forward, and yeah, should just be able to walk on over and collect themselves this Cloud Soul.
Cloud Soul is useless, though.
Very, very difficult. So
only good on
maybe
Zach,
Diego. T1. A lot of extra movement speed, things like that. Great stuff. You can collect with your own Cloud Soul if you're able to collect it yourself.
Atlas Course, cloud, local Cloud Source, Soul Advocate. Very happy.
Dude, I ordered.
And overall, I thought Nongshim were maybe going to go for
Oh my god, I got griefed.
C1 for risky Baron call. Number 2, Dread's alive.
Yeah.
I ordered a blueberry with nuts, and it writes, "Sorry, I ran out of blueberry," and he just gave me mangoes.
BDD off to the side. It's a lot of damage being done.
They see the Dread?
Wanting to stop Dread from being able to get into that pit, but he gets taken down to his bloblets. Still going to be the burst damage enough onto the Baron. However, they do lose their Zac. And 21 kills here, 29 minutes into this game. It's pretty bloody. As we're going to check out this fight one more time.
Sorry?
And Faker just
Fuck's
goes
sakes.
in for a huge play, is able to get both the flash as well as Ghost his stopwatch. However, because he also goes down,
let's have a look at this
the
then.
response for T1 is not one that they can continue to fight.
Huh?
I actually love the play from Zeus.
But there's blueberries inside it! What the fuck?
Dread goes in, and that's just a crucial little amount of time that needed to be bought. And
What the fuck?
They are able to get themselves the objective at the cost.
Dude, I'm getting trolled by everyone today. Everyone is trolling me today.
Sneaky is Dread. Spots Ona. And Ona's going to dash away. Arrow connects onto Carrier after the flash. And Carrier was never going to have to worry about anything, really. However, still, they managed to get that summoner spell. Pretty crucial.
Does this work?
Far doesn't have flash. Need to be very respectful. Faker in particular.
Let's go.
Huh?
Made that play before, looking for it again.
Morning, boss.
Faker has been
Yo, good
so
morning.
proactive this game.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a very different game. From
Oh,
yes.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking truck this coffee shop.
Having a great one. 1-1-8 right now. Not getting a lot of the kills that he likes getting. However, Gumushi does have 3-1-4. He's got his 3 items that he really does like to have. Decided to skip getting a collector or anything like that. That's rated Dirk just for the laning phase by the looks of things.
Yeah,
so
might just salad.
yeah, I'm hoping so. Because right now, you want
Let's see how their banana bread is. Oh my god, this banana is so thick.
And if T1 versus Nongshim is going to come down to an Elder Flip Atlas, then I don't
say it isn't so chronicler.
Well, it might very well be. And I want to really put praise towards Nongshim. Even though this game is looking very, very different, seeing a team get a resurgence this deep into the split is really remarkable.
I mean, it's heartwarming. It is heartwarming, but it is also sad. Because if this had have happened a few weeks earlier, then there's a chance that Nongshim could knock out teams like DRX who have been faltering from the ability to get towards playoffs. But however, not to be the case.
Atlas, we
You like your banana thick? Yeah, I do. So what?
We should enjoy what we have, which is an arrow.
Indeed.
I thought it was gone.
Well, Dread's now in a heck of a lot of trouble. He's going to ult just to celebrate, as that will be up when he has respawned. As Nongshim now on the back foot, Elastic Slingshot is going to come on through here. As
baby.
Finds the perfect engage. BDD's going to be eradicated immediately. Ghost down to his GA that he'd only just purchased, as Canna desperately wants to keep him alive.
All right, the truck engine just got turned off. It's been put in park.
With the possession.
The headlights have been turned off. They're getting out the car.
And are now looking to push forward right as the Baron wears off. They're going to break open the base.
He got shield bow. He got a shield bow. That's not fair.
That is not fair at all. However, it's just how the Viego works. I remember being very upset about that when Viego was first released. As Arrow's going to connect, the volley value is kind of there. Canna has to go golden, as the Nexus turrets are the focus. T1 are done with this game. They are done with this series. As Dread makes his way out of the death chamber, Faker taking a lot
support.
of damage. As Dread
Show me your damage.
Stopwatch as well. Zayas can tank
Woo, Ash support.
Yeah, looks like
TP.
out of this
Oh
one,
my god.
Yushi with so much damage. Canna was a
Here's BDD. That's one. Faker down. Stop down.
The rest of T1 all just collapse around, and
Ghost is up. Ghost is up. Ghost is up.
What is going on here? Snowflower's flashing to get himself to safety. Another arrow.
Oh, sniped!
As what the heck? That was Owner that went down there.
Dread!
Ari, of course, because he had Possessor.
Hey, yo, kill them all! Kill them all! Kill them all!
Goes into the
Oh my god! Winnable.
And this is officially silly.
I was so sure
the truck engine's back on. The truck engine's back on. The keys are in the ignition. The headlights are back on.
I'm sure I was awake as well.
What the fuck are you doing?
Maybe I'm dreaming.
Are we? Is this all a fever dream? I don't know. Dread trying to look for a flank, gets caught out and immediately goes down. Baron buff is available for T1, so understandably they go for a hard push. And up until this point, this play is just beautiful. Owner getting the buy and the Ari perfectly set up, and then I don't know. I don't even know why I'm talking about a Vi, because she died way earlier. But like that, the whole sequence of play is crazy.
Yeah,
we get them getting the turret.
Is this
low,
Mango?
And then the moment BDD comes back up, actually gets a lot of damage, and the mana is getting so low at this point as well. Snowflower is mandating
it's lights out and away we go.
Out of the T1 backline, but it's just getting shelled down, getting slowed down as we're not done.
Yeah,
we're gonna go to the fight.
Canna's gonna find a few knockups.
Nice flash. Oh, the hostile takeover. BDD's just getting fisted. Oh my god.
Yes! But it's not going to work. It's the charm from Owner of all things. As now Nongshim are officially routed. You can see the teleport already as the last slingshot comes through. Dread's going to pick Zayas up out of the air.
Holy, that Vi is massive.
Yeah,
holy.
Be able to kill Dread right
damn.
Now, but there's only one Nexus turret. And T1 are now going to say goodnight to this game. Canna's going to teleport as Owner's doing his best to do as much damage as possible.
GG.
But it's not going to work. In a turret in the top lane
T1
is
win.
Where Canna elected to go because that was the safest place. Empress Divine
Kill
comes
Faker.
And T1 want to get as many of the kills as they possibly can.
Yo, stop upgrading items. They're killing our base.
So, as of course, Nongshim pretty happy to do some battle right here. T1, you're going to have to just last hit this one if you could. And there we go. Dread is going to be taken down, and then the Nexus soon to follow
series.
as T1 will win the series.